long time no speak. It is currently the 18th of November 2023 and I realise I have not uploaded very much on here at all since really we got married. So as it stands, we have been married for 7 months. I have started a new job this academic year. I'm in my trainee year of becoming a teacher, and I thought I'd just come on, give you a bit of an update of where we're at, tell you something exciting that I'm doing for all you geography students. You're gonna have to bear with because, you know, I'm in my training year. It is a bit of an intense year, but I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of an update. So grab yourself a cup of hot chocolate, tea, coffee, whatever tickles your fancy, and let's get going. So it's obviously November time. I have been at my school now for 2.5 months. I'm absolutely loving it. It's a wonderful place to work, to train. Obviously I'm not going to tell you where I'm working because that's strange, and also I'm not really allowed to, but I wouldn't anyway. Today is a Saturday. Stephen's out playing hockey. I've met up with a couple of friends for a coffee, did a food shop, and then we're going out to the Christmas market in Liverpool tonight, which should be really nice with a few more friends. So work is busy, busy, busy. There's a lot to keep on top of. There's a lot to do. Like, I'm planning all my lessons. I'm teaching like half my timetable, which when you say is like 9 hours out of 19 a week isn't that much, but when you've got to like plan them all, it's quite a long time. Yeah, so I'll take you back to the wedding because obviously I haven't addressed or like really spoken to you guys since we got married. So wedding day was absolutely wonderful. Then went on a honeymoon to Mallorca, spent a second week here sorting the flat out, did like an IKEA shop and John Lewis shop and things like that. Over the summer I was still working in my old job, so I was working as a careers advisor before starting my teacher training, which was actually really nice. I was quite sad to leave my job. The people anyway. The work was fine, but I knew it wasn't a long-term thing. I always knew I wanted to be a teacher, which is why I did so many of these online geography related videos, which I will touch on a little bit more in a few minutes. But if you are a geography student watching this, please do bear with. Also, sorry if you can hear the train. We're quite close to a train line, so that's the noise that you'll be able to hear in the background. But yeah, so wedding was wonderful, and then we had the summer. I took a month off in summer in between my old job and starting this one, which was really nice. We spent a couple of weeks on the Isle of Man doing a beach mission. I did get injured, so I was then on crutches for 4 weeks over the summer. I'm not going to go too much into detail with that, but yeah, that wasn't always the nicest way to spend my like time off, because I was assuming I was hoping we could have gone and spent like a day in the Lake District or a couple of days over in Northern Ireland or something, but I couldn't really walk. I dislocated my kneecap again. I did it when I was 14 to begin with, and re-dislocated my knee when we were in the Isle of Man this summer. So yeah, I was on crutches, needed quite a few hospital appointments. So I've kind of been in recovery for that. It's basically back to normal now. It's been about 4 months. Yeah, 4 months since I did that now. So it's healing well, which is good. Not that you knew it was an issue to start with, but I've had physio on that and will need an operation at some point, but it is what it is. You can't do anything about it. And then since starting work, it's been quite busy, it's been quite intense. It has been really interesting though. So I'm training to become a secondary geography teacher, so I am associated with John Moores University, so I'm in school 4 days a week and then John Moores on the Friday, learning a lot about like how to be a good teacher. So based off that, the future of this channel looks not too dissimilar to what it currently looks like. There will be geography related videos and I'm hoping to do more specific topics. So until this point I've kind of been doing like a revision overview for certain topics, especially the A-levels, and then I started last year to do a few more GCSE specific ones. But basically I want this channel to be like the go-to place for students to go and find, I don't understand this that I've learnt in geography. I'll go over to Laura's channel and try and find it. So if there are any videos that you would like to see, leave a comment down below and I will basically try and film them. Obviously it will take a little bit of time for me to get into the swing of things and actually have the time to do it, but as long as I can stay on top of schoolwork and university assignments and things, I'm happy to do it, because that's why I'm doing my job. I'm doing it because I love the subject and I want to see you young people thrive. The second point that I would like to introduce you to is I have set up something called a Patreon account. So it's essentially a little bit like a social media that you can post things on so that people like you can see and follow it. So if you were to download the account and search my name, Laura Megan, my account looks a little bit like this. So there are 3 tiers, and on each tier there'll be slightly more access to yeah, loads of different resources and revision materials and Q&As. So depending on the tier that you choose, I think it's like £4 a month, £8 a month, £12 a month, something like that. The amount that you choose gets you certain access to things, but without subscribing to it or anything, you still get access to all of my like what's in the news posts. So once a week, generally on a Saturday morning, I post something about what's happened in the news that week related to geography. So a lot of them are actually all about climate and climate change at the moment, because that is so much of what is going on in the news. I will share links to podcasts. So I listened to a podcast this morning that I'm currently writing a post on, to post on there about the current volcanic eruption in Iceland. So it's just a way, if you are a geography student, to have recent geographical examples that you can include in assignments, or that you can just help you to get a bit more of an idea of what's actually going on in the world of geography. So that is my hope, that it becomes a hub of geography students. We can go through exam questions, how to answer certain things, and then there is also a way through Patreon to buy the revision guides. They're already up on a website that is down in the description of all my videos, but you'll also be able to get them through there. So I'm hoping that it will kind of create like a centralised place for all geography students into the future. I was ideally hoping to be able to like create my own app, but I just do not have the skills for that at all. And then there'll be links to other like online quizzes depending on your tier that I've put together, and hopefully will help you be able to revise better for your exams, because the point of it all is so that you are able to smash your exams basically. And finally, the other thing I would like to mention is the fact that I have put together a guide of how to revise. It looks like this. I'll show you a little video of me scrolling through the whole document, and that again will be on sale on the Patreon and on the other website. It's called Ko-fi, or like a coffee. I will leave it first line in the description below if you would like to have a look at that. It's basically the point of revision, why we do it, how to learn things well, so based on what I've learnt this year and in my undergraduate degree, like how to revise well, and then each of the different revision techniques that you've probably heard of and probably haven't heard of. I've also then ranked them for you based on what, if you have like 3 months left until your exams, this is what you need to do. So I will be making more videos about like how to revise, revision techniques, exam questions, all the jazz. But for now, that is what I want to leave you with. That is where I'm at. I hope that is somewhat useful for you to know. So based off that Patreon account, follow it, subscribe to it if you want to. You don't have to. If you just want to look at the what's in the news kind of thing, it's all up there, free access for everyone. I will never make you pay for that. And then there's Q&As, revision resources, that kind of thing as you go higher up in the tiers. YouTube will always be free. If there are certain topics you would like to see, please leave them down in the description. And if you would like to know how to revise better, the e-guide is linked top line of the description below. So I hope that has given you a little bit of an update on 1, where I've been, 2, what I'm doing with my life now, and 3, the future of this channel. And hopefully I will see you into the future. So please do subscribe down below, share it with a friend, share it with a classmate, share it with your teacher, whatever you fancy. And I will see you whenever I make my next one. Bye guys.